started. I stubbed my fucking toe. Oh. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
This is a new podcast.
Yes.
It's the Fern Baby Goes Crazy podcast, and
This is the first episode ever.
today I have my sister-in-law, Wendy.
You say it wrong every time.
Wendy.
Wendy! It's not W-I.
I don't try and say it like that.
Well, you do. Just how you say pillow. You
Wendy.
use the E for pillow, but not for Wendy.
I've known her for 4 years. I promise I know
This
how
is
to
gonna
say
be
her
a
name.
different... Oh.
We plan to read some Reddits, go into some tangents. Who knows what else we'll talk about?
So,
I'll read them.
okay.
So, let's see. This is a good first one.
I don't know. I haven't heard these before.
No, she hasn't. These are ones I found on Reddit.
And she picked out, so we're going
Just-
off of
no.
that.
No.
We also
No.
have to pull some hot pockets out very shortly and take care of the cat.
Cat's trying to eat styrofoam. I thought I got rid of. So, that's lovely. First Reddit story. Am I the asshole for telling my 23 female roommate, 21 female, that she wasn't putting a litter box next to my room? My roommate has a cat, which she had before I moved in. The cat litter is in the hallway that leads to my bedroom because there's nowhere else to put it. As I said, she had the cat before I moved in, so I didn't say anything. But recently, her and her other roommate were talking about getting a second cat, and that cat's litter would also be placed in the hallway next to the other litter right next to my room. It's a lot of litter boxes in one spot. I'm going to touch on that for a second. Because when you have more than one cat, you're supposed to have one litter box per cat and like an extra or whatever. But you don't put them right next to each other.
No, they should be in different rooms.
Yeah.
I have 3 cats. One of them, he is inside outside, so he like uses the bathroom outside. He actually never uses the ones inside and never has, except when he was a baby. But my other 2, we have 3 litter boxes for, because if we only had one, like there's just too much. You have to clean that thing so much, and like it's just too much cat poop and pee.
But
like
they're supposed to be placed away from each other.
yeah, no, not right next to each other.
That doesn't make sense.
Spaces for cats to also be able to go and get to it easily, you know?
Yeah. So it would be placed right next to her room again. I brought up the fact that we don't have a room for another cat in this apartment. It's a small apartment, as is, with 3 people and 1 cat. She said we have room for it. I ended up telling her that I don't want another litter next to my room. We went our separate ways for a little while until she asked to talk to me, which later ended up turning into a fight because I told her I don't want another cat litter next to my room. It's not even my cat, and I can smell the litter that's there in my room enough as is. And she said there's nowhere else to put it. I told her she could put it next to her room instead of mine. She said, I don't want to do that. I told her I don't care. It's not my cat. I shouldn't have to live next to the litter just because she wants to get another cat. She started yelling at me and freaking out, calling me a selfish ass. She said, I can't believe how selfish you're being right now. And I said, how am I being selfish for not wanting to live next to 2 litters for 2 cats that aren't even mine? The room smells like crap as it is. I had to buy her an air freshener to cover the smell. I think she should put the litters closer to her room, since she's the only one that wants the cats so badly. She says I'm being selfish and dramatic about how bad it smells. They ended up calling this guy and said they couldn't take the cat, and now neither of them will talk to me and give me dirty looks when I'm around them and talk to me in a rude tone, and immediately go back to joking and laughing with each other once I leave. Okay, if you don't want the cat litter next to your room, what makes you think somebody else is going to?
I don't like how she has the cats, but doesn't want the litter box next to her room, so she puts it next to the roommates. But they're her cats.
She should have one in her room at the very least as a courtesy.
courtesy, both have one in your room and one next to your, like, it's not next to the roommate's room, because that's not, like,
it's
they
not
don't,
her
it's
cat.
not, no, and it's not, like, obviously, cat, like, no matter, regardless of how many times you clean a litter box, it's still gonna have, like, either a litter smell, or if you don't clean it right, like, it's gonna smell like pee.
Yeah.
So
that's not fair to the roommate at all. Definitely, she's definitely not the asshole. I think the roommate with the cats is the asshole, for sure.
Me too. I don't think the roommate's the asshole. I don't see how you would even think of her being, like, the roommate. Yeah. There's my help. Okay.
Do you want to go get them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh shit, what's your, give me your face. Okay. I'll pull up the next one and start. Yeah, that was really fucking weird. Like, she's definitely not the asshole at all.
I'm listening.
Okay. The next one is a divorce story, which we both know about. Divorce. We're both children of divorce. Divorce. Anyways. The post title on this one, no, just use a paper towel. I'm sorry. I need to do dishes and I used the last clean plate.
These look bomb.
Dude, they're so good in the air fryer. Hot Pockets smack.
I've never had one in the air fryer.
You're gonna like fall in love with Hot Pockets all over again. How many times are you gonna rotate?
I couldn't get it. It wasn't rotating right.
Oh. Okay.
I need more than one because they're really hot, so I don't want it to burn my hand. Do you have like clamps?
In one of the drawers, maybe? If not, just like grab it with another paper towel. You're talking about tongs? That's a garlic shit. I mean, you could use it as tongs, theoretically. Probably not.
No, it doesn't close.
Oh shit, I got locked out of your phone again.
The password's not.
Got you. I got you.
Ah!
Excuse me.
We're not very prepared.
No, we weren't.
This
is the
will
first
get better
episode.
as it goes, guys.
Okay.
Give us a break.
So, I'm gonna start reading. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Need an outsider's opinion.
I'm just scrolling one for now. Will it restart?
No.
I think it's
Okay. My daughter, 10, has a birthday coming up soon and wants to go to a specific restaurant to eat. A few weeks ago, my daughter said that she feels like her sister, 4, with ADHD, gets most of the attention recently. Me, 32 male, and her mom, 33 female, haven't been together for 7 years. The daughter has made it clear that she wants me and her mom to both go eat with her at her favorite restaurant. So knowing she wants us both to be there, and knowing that lately she feels like her little sister is getting the most attention, I asked her mom if she would want to go, and she said yeah, and we planned the daughter's birthday meal for the weekend of her birthday. After we made the plans, but before we made the reservations, I asked her mom if she thought it would be easier or better if we did the birthday meal on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, when little sister's dad would have her, the little sister, and it would just be the 3 of us, or if she wanted to stick to our original plan. And this caused a huge fucking argument about how awful of a person I am for even suggesting it. Just for clarity, little sister is not my kid. Also, daughter's mom knew daughter had been feeling that little sis was getting most of the attention before we made the plans, and before I asked about the Tuesday-Wednesday thing. So am I the asshole here? I mean, I'm gonna say
it can go both ways.
It can go either way. I'm gonna say not the asshole generally, unless, because I don't know the rest of like this guy's story or anything like that. I think it's okay to just want you and your daughter and her mom to like have a little birthday dinner without the little sister, because I get it's not your kid, but you still should like.
But like they are sisters. Like,
they are sisters.
So. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
But like growing up, my brother's dad's family, we have different dads, same mom. my brother's dad's family never made me feel like I was left out. They included me in everything. They treated me the same. Like, they would watch me when my mom had to work and, like, pretty much, like, raised me when my mom couldn't, and vice versa. Not as much from my dad's side, but, like, my dad was definitely in my brother's life and, like, treated him and still does treat him as his child. So, like, from my experience, like, the dad is kind of more of the asshole.
Yeah, I think it can go both
But,
ways.
like, it's also a respect thing, too.
Yeah,
like, if you don't feel comfortable, like, taking care of that kid or, like, doing things with that kid because it's not your kid, then that's
And
just...
I think it more comes down to the older sister not feeling like she's getting a lot of attention, too.
Yeah,
'Cause that
that's
was a big thing.
big part of it.
And, like, if that's the case, definitely have a conversation with mom about just that, not, like, involving dinner or, oh my god, cat, or anything else. Just be like, hey, 10-year-old female, whatever her name is, feels like she's getting left out, feels like she isn't getting enough attention. Is there something going on when I'm not there? Is there, or, like, state that differently so you don't cause a fucking problem, because, like, that sentence will probably cause a problem if said like that. Is it hot? But I think I can't decide if he's the asshole or not, because I can see both ways. Like, he wants to
Like,
be,
I can't say he's a dick, but also...
that's just
like,
kind of
from
how
my-
having siblings works too, is like you're always
when
gonna
you
feel like the other
split
one
up-
has more attention.
Yeah, I mean...
Especially when you're that young.
Yeah, there's been many times where I felt like my brother got more of it, and I'm sure he felt I did too. I mean, I can't speak for him, but I assume that maybe he did.
Yeah.
Like, everyone gets jealous of their sibling. When, like, there was a time when my dad, this is again, like, my dad treats my brother as his son. And my dad had gotten a tattoo of my brother's name. And he got mine as well, but he got my brother's name first. And it was a weekend where we went to my dad's house. And he showed us that he got Tyler's name tattooed on him. And I was so mad. I went to the room and I started crying because he got it tattooed first. And I was so jealous. I was like, oh my god, he loved my brother more.
It's just how kids are.
Like, it was
too.
just like and I also was like a very jealous little kid. Like, I needed a lot of attention.
That could be another thing, is the 10-year-old female could just be
An
one of those
attention
kids that,
whore.
like, yeah, needs attention more.
I said attention whore.
I know. I know what you said.
Sorry, whoever, if this is your story and you see this.
I do deeply apologize. So for the next story, if we're done with that one.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
over that one.
Am I the asshole for being upset or feeling forgotten?
Chloe,
She doesn't move.
you act like there's someone that got into your house and that we wouldn't have heard it.
I know, I would have seen the door open.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. I, 18 female, have a few friends and family who I am always there for. Some people need to learn to type. Holy. Okay.
Maybe you need to learn how to read.
No, I, 18 female, have a few friends and family who I am always there for. They need money. Word for word. I'm assuming the win is missing. So, like, I'll reread it the way I think it's supposed
For
to be
when they
typed.
need money?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I, 18 female, have a few friends and family who I am always there for when they need money. I pull a few strings. They need to talk. I'll make time. I'll do anything for anyone. Anyways, I recently turned 18 and did some birthday wishes and get some birthday wishes from my BF, my sisters, and my parents and brother and one of my friends. Now, keep in mind, I always remember birthdays and always do make an effort. When my birthday came, one friend texted me about herself. I didn't mind because maybe she forgot, but a few days later she made a post talking about being besties in life, and it was our group of friends all tagged except me. And she said she forgot to add me when I liked it and that she was sorry. And it sucks because when in the group chats they all talk about hanging out and never ask me. I also have another group where they announce birthdays and announced 2 birthdays in the recent week and forgot mine. I know it sounds childish, but I feel unappreciated the past year. I went through a psych ward in the past year for my attempts. Only one I've had by my side as my BF. I want to know if I'm being sensitive or am I valid in my reasoning.
Completely valid.
Completely fucking valid.
You are
not
not
a
crazy.
single question.
You are not crazy. Those friends are not your friends.
No, not at all. With my friend group, I went through a phase, and they're gonna like see this and be like, "Chantel, you bitch for bringing this up." But like, I felt like everybody was just using me for my car because I was the one in the friend group who had like a car first. So
I
everybody,
feel like when you have something that someone else doesn't, like,
you get hit up about it way more. But like everybody would only reach out when they needed
like,
rides to things.
you and I are too nice to like ever really notice it till like later on.
Yeah, I like didn't notice it for a while, and then it got like brought like I noticed it, and it just like all pent up, and then I flipped my shit.
Yeah.
I do apologize to my friends for that one. But I like noticed in the group chat they were always going and doing things, and nobody really asked me, and I did have a really strict fucking dad. Like I wouldn't even like I got over the point of even asking him to go hang out with
Like
my
you were
friends.
like, I know what the answer's gonna be.
Yeah, it's
like,
gonna be no. It's gonna be no. Who are you hanging out with? What are you doing?
Like, all
What-
these questions.
like where are you going? What time will you be there? What time will you be home? What drugs are you doing? Like I'm not doing any drugs, man. I just wanted to go to the movies with my friends. Like shit like that. But
Just being interrogated.
it definitely you're not the asshole. Feeling left out in a friend group, especially when you have a group chat
I
and you
feel like
see
most
everybody.
of the times when you feel left out of a friend group, you usually are being left out.
Yeah.
Like,
And it sucks too
because
like,
I know when there's times like, yeah, I can't come to things, or like they already
Yeah.
know, like you, so they don't invite you, or they know you're gonna be busy.
Yeah.
There's a
Still
difference.
an
though.
invite would be nice though.
Yeah,
like
that's
even if you
true.
are busy, just like knowing that they thought to like
Uh-huh.
invite you. But also like with social media nowadays, you
Everyone posting.
you see everybody when they're hanging out, what they're doing, everything like that. So when you see like all of your friends hanging out and you're like, why the fuck am I not there? What do you mean these are all your best friends? What about me?
Yeah, you call me your friend.
Yeah. And then like with the birthday thing too, them just completely ignoring it.
Yeah, that was fun.
Multiple people, that's really fucked up.
Yeah,
It's your birthday. Everybody's birthday should be special, in my opinion.
It's still really hot, guys.
But yeah, that lady is definitely not the asshole. Especially if they're using her for things like money or just to rant to. They're
That poor
definitely
girl. She
they're
needs new
not friends. I'll just type in your password, it's okay.
6.
Yeah, definitely not the asshole. Your feelings are very valid. Basically, everybody's saying they aren't your friends. You're not being oversensitive. Yeah, everybody basically agrees with what we're saying. Oh, this next one's really
What's it about?
a wife and a husband and shared space.
Oh, okay.
So the title is, Am I the Asshole? My wife wants to use our bedroom, shared space, to do therapy once a week for an hour. I told her to do it in the car in the garage. She wants the room to herself. My schedule is unpredictable, so I can't say what days I'm not home. I do therapy anywhere, but she doesn't want to. That's basically it. Oh, there's more. Telehealth video therapy from 6 to 7 Wednesday or Thursday. 2-bed, 2-bath townhouse. She owns the house and pays all mortgage and taxes. It's her fucking house. She pays all the mortgage and all the taxes.
So he doesn't want to share?
He doesn't want her to do therapy in the bedroom for an hour. Because his schedule's unpredictable and he can do
Yeah,
therapy
get over
anywhere.
it. You don't pay the bills.
It's a like
Go do something while she's doing that if it bothers you so much. You
Like-
can figure out what to do in that 1 hour of time.
and therapy is scheduled 2 weeks to a month in advance.
And wouldn't
So
you
you will
want
know.
also your wife to go to therapy and better
Feel
herself?
comfortable because especially with telehealth, you want to be in a place where you feel like
Feel safe.
safe and comfortable, and you know nobody's gonna come in. If she says, "Hey, I'm gonna be in the bedroom for an hour on this day at this time doing therapy," that shouldn't be an issue.
No.
You should be like, "Great, babe. So glad you're getting the help you need."
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
like,
that's horrible.
"Oh my
What
god."
an ass.
I'd start a fight.
I'd just be like, listen, if we
If you can't respect that I have therapy and I'd like to do it in a specific
then
place.
we have bigger problems.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
And the fact that he thinks that he can just, like, I usually don't say this kind of shit, but if you're gonna pick a fight over her wanting to do therapy in the bedroom once a week for an hour, which is like a time blip in the vast universe, and you don't even
Whatever.
pay the mortgage or the taxes on the house, you need more therapy, my guy. I think this guy could benefit from actually talking to a therapist.
He could do so many things in that time.
You could go to the grocery store.
Shit, if you like video games, play some video games.
Like, you could
Watch
read
a
a book.
show. Watch one episode of a long show.
Do the chores.
Clean the house that your girl pays for you to live in.
Yep. Yeah.
Go
okay.
buy her flowers.
We have another shitty boyfriend one.
I can't with shitty partners.
I can't hear.
Never had one, but other people that I know have, and it just makes me upset.
To cancel or not to cancel. So my boyfriend, 26, and I, female, 25, have been together and lived together for 7 years. Just recently, he was telling me he wanted to go on a trip with his friend because he needs a break, which he totally deserves one. We just bought a house and he's been working his butt off on it. They didn't know when they were leaving, just that it would be soon. Well, Sunday night, Monday morning at 1 a.m., I passed out in the bathroom and woke up not recognizing my surroundings and very obviously scared. That sucks. I know what that feels like, too. That's scary.
She woke up in somewhere else?
No, she passed out in her bathroom and woke up not recognizing her surroundings and was very obviously scared.
Why was
Which
she
is-
passed out?
I don't know. That's still, like, a really scary feeling. Like, when I get my seizures, sometimes I completely black out. And I come back and I'm like, where the fuck am I? Whose fucking cat is that? Like, shit like that. I'm like, where's Riley? Like, I've said shit like that. I'm like, where's Riley and Kai? And it's like,
That's
well,
weird.
we don't live there anymore.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. It's a really scary feeling.
scary.
Or I'll, like, wake up thinking about my dad's house back when I was, like, a teenager and freaking the fuck out.
Sorry, I'm like
No, it's
making out
okay.
with this hot pocket.
But it's really scary. I told him about it, and when he woke up Monday morning, let me restart that. I told him about it when he woke up Monday, and I called to make an appointment with my doctor for the next day, Tuesday, because I was terrified about what happened to me, and I'd already been having bad anxiety, so I was spiraling. We go about our day, and at the end, he tells me that he's taking the trip tomorrow, the day of my appointment. And I tried to tell him I would appreciate him being here with me, but he says they've already postponed the trip twice and they don't want to do it again. Now I'm very angry because he's been gone 3 days, and it was supposed to be a one-night trip, and I'm at home alone spiraling over what could have happened to me because my doctor wants to look at my heart and run a few different tests, and he's not here to comfort me through it. So I guess, am I the asshole for being mad that he left me during this time? Edit. He goes on monthly trips because his job is hard and he likes to get away. And he's been doing it for quite some time since he got his new job. I also have a family history of heart disease, which was pointed out to me through comments on this post when someone asked. I guess I'll just add info as it becomes relevant because I'm not a great storyteller. He's the asshole. I'm sorry, your girl passes the fuck out of
That is
nowhere and you
so-
still go on a fucking trip. Like, and he goes on monthly trips. You're telling me you can't
know.
skip a month?
Yeah, you go all the time. You're really that stressed you need to go on a vacation once a month? No.
You can't skip a month because your girlfriend
I'm
passed out.
stressed all the time.
Do we take vacation?
No.
I be working every
My
day.
vacation is your house.
Yeah. Should I get a bottle of Barefoot gum? Okay.
You can.
No, I probably shouldn't.
Because we're gonna.
Yeah, that guy's definitely the fucking asshole. For sure.
Gonna go get my second hot pocket, guys.
At least it won't be that hot this time.
Hopefully, because that last bite I just took was still pretty fire.
Dude, I'm
Those
thinking
are
I
so
want
good.
one now too.
So good.
You want to pop one in the air fryer for me?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely the asshole. Like, so the asshole.
Yeah, no, he's definitely an asshole. He should be like so much more concerned that you're not okay and going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
And taking you to the doctor.
And, like, you think he'd be concerned for her safety, too. Like, is she gonna pass out again? What if she's home alone and passes out for a long time or, like, hits her head or something?
That's ridiculous.
Fucking stupid. Not only is he the asshole, but he doesn't seem like a good boyfriend at all.
No, you should
Dump his ass.
him or dump him. Find someone better.
This next one's a good one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole?
It has
What?
It has recording.
I clicked record.
It's not recording. I'm just kidding.
Windy.
Call me Wendy one more
You
time.
deserved it. That's how I'm like, are you fucking kidding
I told her
me?
it
It's
was not recording.
Don't fuck with me. I'm like, I just read so many damn stories. If it wasn't recording that, I'm done. I'll never make it.
You give up.
Dream is dead. Okay.
Future podcasts will be a lot more put together than this. We're both just
Probably not,
very
actually.
lazy.
Probably not. Am I the asshole?
I was giving you guys a little bit of hope for us.
I'm not gonna give false hope. Am I the asshole for telling my mother she was being childish
She can't say the word childish either.
over my wife falling asleep half naked in her living room?
Wait. Start that one over.
Am I the asshole for telling my mother she was being childish over my wife falling asleep half naked in her living room? Okay, so my wife and I are visiting my mother this week. She and I don't have a good relationship with my mother. Oh! But due to some recent stuff going on in our lives, my wife said she wanted to maybe try and mend that relationship, and I reached out to her to schedule a visit. Oh my god.
Maybe next time we do the stories, I'll read them.
Oh, you're reading the next story. I'm done. Hi! The first day went pretty well, as did yesterday. Then last night we were sleeping in the guest room and heard the baby crying, and my wife got up to get him. So here's what happened. She was wearing a t-shirt and underwear when she got up to take care of the baby. Then she took off her shirt to feed the baby, put the baby back down, and then she just lied on the floor of the living room and fell asleep without putting her shirt back on. She was essentially sleepwalking. My mother woke me up this morning and told me that my wife was on the living room floor and just her bottoms and seemed extremely offended. She did that and told me to get her that instant. I woke her up and got her shirt back on, and we went back to the room where she got dressed. She was really embarrassed and told my mother she was sorry, but my mother wouldn't let it go and kept going on about how she couldn't believe that she did that while we were guests in her house. And I told her she was being extremely childish since she had to raise a baby before too, and she should know how hectic it could be. That made her very angry and led to a pretty intense argument that ended with us getting our things and leaving. My wife is really embarrassed and feels really bad, and I'm pissed. I get it that it was her house we were staying at, but for Christ's sakes, my wife just had a baby and has been working her ass off to take care of him. Am I the asshole? Edit. My wife and I were staying at my mother's house with our infant son, and my wife got up in the middle of the night to feed him, and she fell asleep in the middle of the living room, only wearing her underwear bottoms, prompting my mother to get really offended and angry and calling
Didn't you just read this?
her childish. No. And us leaving shortly after. Something I should have mentioned in the past, my wife is autistic, so she can behave in strange manners sometimes. And yes, my mother knows that. Edit 2. To clarify, yeah, we had the baby's cot in the living room, so she just lied down after putting him down.
Get
Not the
over
asshole.
yourself.
The grandma needs to get over herself.
Yeah, if you are a mom, anyone who's a mom should
No.
cut some slack for anyone that is a new mom, or like, it doesn't matter if you're a new mom or you just had a kid or whatever. It is so tiring, and you are so restless after you have a child.
Not that we would know, but
No, I
Yeah.
have friends that are moms, and they don't get to sleep. They don't get to do anything. All
thought
they're
you
doing
have
is
to
being
sleep
a
for.
mom. Like, I don't think my friend gets any
dude,
sleep.
especially when you're a new mom too. Like, yeah, you're gonna wake up
Trying
in the
to
middle of the
figure things
night
out
and
and
breastfeed
everything.
your kid and fall back asleep instantly.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna happen. The grandma's an asshole for that. She's actually a fucking cunt. Anyways, like, you're gonna get pissed that your grandchild's getting fed when they're supposed to get fed. Like, I get
If
being,
anything, I would have woke the mom up
and like
been
helped
like,
her get dressed and
Yeah.
situated and been like, okay, let's get you back to bed.
do you need anything? Do you need water?
Do you want a snack? Do you want a blanket? Or at the very least, put a blanket over the woman.
Yeah, right?
Like, if you're that
If you're-
disturbed by
yeah.
it, if you can't see one titty, maybe two.
Like, you have titties. That's ridiculous.
It's so
I'm
fucking
sorry,
stupid.
but like,
That's ridiculous. No, it's completely ridiculous.
I don't think, I know my mom wouldn't do that. She'd be like, oh my gosh, here, you know,
Here's a
like, she'd be
blanket.
like,
Let's
yeah,
get you situated.
yeah. Me too.
I'll
would
watch
do
the kid
that.
for the rest of the night. That kind of shit. Like,
Be
That
a
is
good
insane to me.
mother-in-law.
Yeah, you don't want to be the mother-in-law that your daughter
And you're
son
making her
or
feel
whatever
uncomfortable.
hates. Okay, we have 2 more stories. Stop playing with the water fountain. It's to drink out of, not to play with. Anyways, am I the asshole for not doing the dishes? This one, if it's the right one, oh no. There's another dish story after this. Apparently dishes cause a lot of problems for
Oh,
everybody.
in my household they do too.
Am I the asshole for not doing the dishes?
Yes.
My mom has had me doing the dishes for her since I learned how. She says it's a favor, but it's really just her pushing it off on me. I'm in high school now, and I'm working really hard to finish my sophomore year in a month to have my prom next month, or else I'll never get one because I graduate this September. So she's graduating early. She only gets one chance to have a prom. The other day, which takes a lot of work to graduate your sophomore year, too. That's a lot of fucking work. The other day, she asked me to do the dishes, and I said I tried to do it because I had lots to do and ended up not doing it. It's been days and my family has not let it go, telling me I'm a jerk who can't even help my mom. Today I've been doing assignments since 11 a.m. It's 12:52 a.m. And my mom has asked me to do the dishes again like every day. And I told her I'm sorry, I can't today. I have too much to do. I'm also in danger of failing one of my classes, so I was working on that too. She came home and saw the dishes weren't done and freaked out. She told me I should have managed my time better that day to help her out, and she got pissed when I told her the homework would always come first before doing dishes, considering the fact I don't have to do the dishes, you just want me to, and I've done them for you almost every day. And then she responded with, I help you every day, so I'll remember this. I'll just put my priorities before you. Then also tells me that if I fail or get behind, I'm in huge trouble. Don't get me wrong, I get the dishes are a chore, but she's just incompetent and lazy. She tries and have us do her laundry. She hired a cleaning lady. She has us being her
Mom kind of sounds like she's a lazy.
Mom sounds like my father, minus the drunk. So far at least. Has us hang her clothes or get her clothes when she's showering instead of getting it first, then showering. So she has her kids go and get her clothes for her when she showers.
Do it yourself. What are you,
And then
Kardashian?
after she's done with the shower, has us bring her clothes so she can fold them while she's sitting on her ass, shopping on her computer and watching TV. Now she's making it a big deal and telling all of my siblings about what I did, and I'm starting to wonder if I should have just done them. Edit. I do the dishes every single day since the 5th grade. There are also 4 other capable people in my house who also refuse, so it just gets pushed on me. I've done almost every single chore in my house that my family from out of town calls me Cinderella, and my therapist feels bad for me because I rarely have time for myself. I'm a kid. It's also important to know I struggle from abuse, mainly emotional, from everyone in my household, and still help them when we need it. What is he doing?
Look, he's looking a plate.
Yeah, it's alright to say no when you physically cannot do something and still do it every day. Like, it's a few days of someone else doing the dishes when I do them every day. I think some of you guys are missing the fact I didn't take a break from homework. I did it, and did it, and did it. I ate twice all day because of it, and only drink coffee, so please stop calling me a spoiled or entitled. I do so much for this family. I'm also balancing a nanny job on top of school, which can sometimes get difficult for me. You people really shouldn't be so rude. Just because I can't do the dishes doesn't make me a shitty kid.
People are being rude?
Yeah, you guys think I'm entitled, but I really do a lot for my mom. I do the chores for her. Sometimes I buy her Starbucks as a little pick-me-up, or I'm there to make sure she didn't fall asleep with her glasses on and the light on again. I go out every hour if I'm not busy and hug her, so please. It's also important to know I have no problem doing the dishes for my mom. I was just incapable of doing them, and make that very clear. I wasn't straight up. It isn't that I straight up told her I don't want to and was unable to. Not the asshole.
No.
Your parents are the asshole.
I think everyone
in that household.
I think everyone in that house who wears clothes and eats food off plates and uses silverware
Should be doing the dishes.
should be doing their
laundry.
own damn dishes and be able to put it. If you have a dishwasher, put it in the dishwasher. If you don't have a dishwasher, clean it when you're done eating.
Yeah, I grew up in a similar household. It was a lot worse, but it was like our parents never fucking did chores, and I mean like literally never. It was always our job, and if they weren't done every day when they got home from work, we were all four grounded for God knows how long. And when I say grounded, I mean, like, no phone. There were times where we got, like, all of our clothes taken from us except, like, 2 outfits. Yeah, and they would take all of our shit except for, like, a drawing pad and pencil. They'd literally make it into a jail cell. That's what they called it. Like, this kid's definitely not the asshole. I think the parents need to grow up. If you can't take care of yourself and do simple shit like that, then you shouldn't have had kids. Kids are not slaves.
No.
Kids are not there to do everything
Kids
for
can do chores.
you. Yeah, kids
Hell
should
yes,
do
kids
chores.
should, yes.
But they're not there to do every little thing for you.
They're not there to be your slave.
No.
No one should be your slave.
That really pisses me off.
And the fact that this was the story with the cleaning lady, right?
Yeah. She has a literal cleaning lady. Why is the cleaning lady not doing the shit? This is my next question.
Yeah, what?
Like,
That's ridiculous. That's my opinion.
definitely fucking ridiculous. Okay.
It's like squirting out.
Last story. Am I the asshole for trying to get my housemate evicted due to his comments?
Depends.
I've had a housemate for 8 months who constantly talked about violence in our group chat. He made the following remarks over dishes when I complained about dishes.
Whoa, dishes are a big problem.
Dishes
guys.
are a fucking issue. Dude, I've started some fights over dishes, I'm not even gonna lie.
I've
'cause
never
other
started
people weren't
fights,
doing
but
them.
I've been like petty and like been throwing them dishes around when I'm doing them.
Like, hoping a plate breaks.
Yeah.
To, like,
Or
make
like slamming the cupboards when I'm putting them out.
Yup.
Like being dramatic.
Angrily fucking scrubbing him. Anyways.
Yeah.
So he made the following remarks over dishes when I complained about dishes. So there was a bowl in the sink and we had, some people can't type. So there was a bowl in the sink and we had prior issues with dishes. I sent a text saying, can we agree on dishes? Like, someone's not even rinsing, come on. And then he said he hopes someone kicks my teeth in and I bite their fingers, and said he's been here before violence is the best way to get rid of tensions. The sink was full one time and I took a photo and sent it to our group chat and said, come on guys. I had a tray or two in there, and he said I won't find housemates as chill as this, and was sure another housemate would have beaten me up by now before saying, in all seriousness, he's surprised no one suggested violence. I once said, can we agree on our dishes schedule, and he tagged another housemate in a comment saying, a fight is loving. One time, people left food in the sink, and I said, can we please not leave food in the sink? We have trash for a reason. And he said, I mix up recycling sometimes and left powdered crumbs on the stove. When I said I'd be better, he seriously recommends violence with my housemates because he's afraid I'll say the wrong thing to the wrong person. When I said, this isn't the fucking Jersey Shore, bro. When I said I'd be, hold on. When I said his comments make me uncomfortable, his response was, just a suggestion in case your comments might drive someone over the edge. Claims we could all have used his coffee maker, but he doesn't value any of our lives more than a bill. If we break it, we have problems. And this was his apology. I'm sorry if I made you feel like someone was going to fight you. I'm sorry if I made you feel like someone was going to fight you.
How about we use someone?
I was just highlighting that your comments provoke. I'm sorry if I made you feel like someone is going to fight you. Fight is loving. Hold on. Come on, guys. I'm surprised no one suggested violence yet. I hope someone kicks your teeth in.
And something about biting fingers.
Yeah. Oh my god. And you're sorry if they made him feel uncomfortable? Okay. Even after another housemate talked to him and told him to take seriously the things he says, and it doesn't sound like a joke, before we left, he got upset as ketchup was put on his shelf and it spilled, and he said not to do it. My brother recently moved in and did not know about the ruling and put ketchup there, and he found it out and was like, fuck me with me one more time. What? That's what it says. I'm assuming he meant to say fuck with me one more time. It does not say that. And spoke with me one more time and said he was on the edge and just asking for respect. I explained why it happened, and he said it's understandable, but he's still on the edge regardless. Keep in mind, it's
horrible.
Story. He previously recommended violence in case my comments about dishes drove somebody over the edge. Not gonna lie, this is a pattern and very creepy, and I decided to host a meeting with my other housemates to try and get him kicked out. Am I the asshole? No. That dude's got some issues.
If he's making you feel uncomfortable, period.
And it's not like he just like is doing.
No, it's like suggesting violence against.
I hope
the
someone
house.
kicks your teeth in, bro. I'm
Like,
sorry.
Are you
Get
saying
the fuck
that
out.
you want to kick my teeth in? Is that what you're saying? Like, is this a threat?
I would take it as a threat,
I know, but
especially if it's like a
if
pattern.
if it came to like a legal matter, there's probably nothing they could do because it
Yeah.
wasn't like a threat from him. He just said I hope, not like I'm going to. So it sucks. Like if he really wanted to kick him out, you know, he could go to
Yeah.
the cops and be like,
I'd say definitely not the asshole. That guy's weird as hell.
no, he's
not
weird.
the asshole.
No.
Okay, you can have your phone back. Is there anything else you want to chit chat about on this podcast for tonight?
No, ma'am.
Peace out, homies.